Oh, I believe we're live. I got some music in the background. I don't want to be that loud. Um, Let me share this to the world real quick. Okay, 5 minutes. Alright, y'all have to tell me if the music is too loud or anything like that. I don't know if it will be or not. I have a feeling it might not be, or if you can hear it at all. I'm kind of multitasking right now. I'm transferring footage, and I thought I'd just live stream also while I unbox these new drills here. Okay, so this is the Flex lineup. I know I've been like doing Flex constantly. That's all I've been streaming really. But I think this stuff is pretty cool. The boxes I do like quite a bit. All right, first off, so this is the combo kit. If anyone's interested, it's like on sale right now for like for today was I just bought it today literally for 140 bucks. So if y'all need a drill, maybe two, this might be a good option. And if you're not in a brand that's or ecosystem already, then this might be a good choice. Standard regular bag, pretty nice still. Instructions and some stickers. Flex, and here we are. So this combo kit comes with 2 drills. Let's go ahead and grab this one first. 2 batteries and a battery charger. So it's a pretty good deal. And so far everyone has said that the Flex tools are like very nice. You know, comparable for the 20-volt line of tools. Oh man, it feels nice. The rubber grips here feels really good. It's so clean. It's been a long time since I've held a clean drill, and it's like small. This is the compact one, I think. I don't know if they're both compact or whatever. We'll see. Here's the other drill. Oh no, they're both compact. Okay. I guess that's why it's cheaper, which I have no problem with that. I would kind of prefer smaller drills. I don't do contract work like that anyways, obviously. I just need drills. I'll show you the drill I have later. I think these are the same thing. Nope. So, I don't know if y'all can see that. But one is a little bit longer. This has a chuck. Toolless chuck. And then this one's not a quick release one. I don't think so. It might be. It might not be. Who knows? We will see. The rubber feels really good. Like there's like gripping marks here. Okay, what's over here? Oh, okay. The hardware to. Oh, and some driver bits. Nice. Here are the batteries. This is 2.5 amp hours, which I'm sure it should last me however long I need. How do I see how much battery I have left? Is there a button? Oh, right here. Okay, this is almost dead. Same thing, 2.5 amps. Alrighty. In that case, let's put these batteries to the charge. I don't know if I'm going to utilize these hardwares. Here's a charger. Charger's pretty big. This is a fast charger though. 160 watts. That's pretty fast. Let's not even untangle it yet. Ooh, it's loud. Ooh, man, yeah, that's loud. Okay, cool. That was the fastest unboxing ever, right? Let's go ahead and put these on. Like, if I'm gonna stream and do nothing and only last for like a minute, that's useless. So let's see if let's check this one out. That is really loud, dude. That charger, that's crazy. Okay, how does this work? Okay, it is kind of quick. You pull this out, and that allows you to put it in and out. And it stays. That's pretty good. Pretty nice. Of course, these are Phillips head. These are, oh, this one's Torque. Torque 25, huh. I guess Torque 25 or T25 is like common. With the battery on there, of course it's heavier. We're on one. Let's go to 11. Let's go all the way to the screw setting. 2. Ooh, man, you can hear it and feel it stopping. That's insane. Okay, so I think this one's got that extra power thing, I think. These, like, they have a line where, like, there's like a turbo mode. I think those are the newer ones. These are probably the, I'm just assuming the older ones. That's why it's on sale. I don't know though. I don't think so, because the newer ones that I looked at came out 2 years ago, I think. I don't know. I'm not a tool guy. Okay, this just adjusts power. There's 1 and 2 and screw. Nice. Let me grab the drill I currently have right now and show you guys So this is Chicago Electric. I don't even know what voltage this is. 18 volts. Wow, 18 volts. But this is let me grab the battery for it. That is the Harbor Freight brand. So you know, the battery's completely dead. I bought this like probably almost 10 years ago, I would say, maybe. All right, let me go continue my transfer of my footage and stuff, and I'll come back real quick. This will be the last SD card. So yesterday I had a wedding, and that's why I'm transferring all this stuff. I got a lot of good footage. Like, I actually like got more B-roll than I would usually get, and we got a lot of good footage. But then there's no good audio. The couple didn't write their own vows. There were no toasts, and I unfortunately didn't lob up the officiant, which I didn't know it was the lady that owned the place. And I didn't, by the time we're about to start, I had no time. And then I kind of forgot. But yeah, this is 19 or 18 volts, which, like, I don't remember if it was that strong back then. It's definitely has died a lot. It's lived in this box in like in this configuration. The battery's just on it, so the battery probably just drained on its own. But the size difference, just look at it. This is much longer. It's much shorter. Even the more compact one. There's like such a huge difference. One thing I like about this drill is there's this little bit holder here. That's like pretty cool. And I think I think every brand should probably do something like that. But I don't know. That's just my thoughts. The reason why I don't want to put these on is because it's going to protrude outwards like this. And without the battery on it, it can't just stand. So I don't think I'm going to use it. We'll just leave this in the bag. But I like it. These bits, man. It kind of sucks how they gave us these bits, and because I don't need them. But I understand why they do. Just to have bits when you first buy a drill. So this drill is going to go back into its case, because like I can still use this for like small jobs, you know. Everything is in working order, but since I am here and streaming, I'm not gonna make the stream super short where like there's no content. I'm going to grab some stuff from the car and kind of explain a few things that my plans are. We'll just put these bits back in the bag. Let me check my text real quick. Alrighty, I'm on this group text with this feature film, and my God, it's insane. Okay, so I bought some extra doodads. I bought another one of this because I like this so much. I want to put it on my toolbox here. This instruction book, I don't know. We'll just leave it in the bag. Why not? So, yeah. Like, Lowe's, for some reason, is low stock on, like, all this stack pack stuff. Not just Flex, but all the other brands. And I bought some eye bolts. So, this is quarter 20 eye bolts. This is M6 eye bolts. And the reason why I bought this is, so on the Flex stack pack, actually let me just show you guys. Although this is not for, the eyeballs are not for these packs, but it's for my sound card stuff. So these screws are M6, and when my stack pack is in the van, I've configured it where it is facing outwards towards the back door, and both of them can like sit next to each other. So if I have like a gig that's exterior shoots or something, and I don't want to take out, or I don't need or want to take out the actual boxes, I could just like, you know, do my stuff there. And I want to like configure something where I can secure the actual boxes into the van, so it doesn't fall or tip or anything. It doesn't really move around that much. So that's what these eye bolts are for. The quarter 20 eye bolts. So M6 and quarter 20 are like so close to each other. Like, oh no, my mini HDMI is dying. That's why people hate HDMI. So, yep, I see it. I should be coming back to you guys pretty soon. Sorry about that. There we go. So like I said, the these are the quarter 20 ones. So I'm going to show you side by side M6. Quarter 20 M6. If you'll focus, please. The size is like so similar. Obviously the thread size is different. So the reason I got quarter 20 is the little drawer system in my van. They use quarter 20 screws and bolts to lock it in, and the very top of the van, they put in, I don't know what it's called, like where you manually put in screws or nuts or whatever, and rivet nuts, I think is what it's called. And those are quarter 20, which is a shame, but it doesn't matter. Because the screws or the nuts that are installed in the van through the manufacturer is M8. So it's kind of sucky how it's set up like that. But let's pack up this bag with the drills and see how well it works. I mean, 1-2 drill, obviously it'll fit fine. It'll fit fine. This is definitely able to hold the charger and the 2 batteries. It's very nice. I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's brand new, but I really like this. So, I think the idea is I'm going to leave this drill here at the studio and kind of bring this around. Leave this in the van, the more compact one. So if we need drills on set or for something, I would have it. I will need drill bits, obviously. Something I didn't consider until right now, but I have drill bits. That is not the flex ones, but whatever. But yeah, let me go check my dumping. Out of context, that sounds terrible. All right, I'm almost done. About 2/3 there with this one. But let's go back to this toolbox. What I want to do here, I might raise this. So this is a little bar here. I might raise this up here to this, like right now maybe? No, maybe not, who knows. Let me cut this tag off. Yeah. Should let y'all see that I struggle cutting a zip tie. But I kind of want this to be here. This one kind of fits weird. I kind of see why now. These other ones are sized a little bit oddly. The center one works fine. That sucks. I kind of want to leave this here, my tape measure. We'll just leave it like that, whatever. If it's not all the way in, who cares? And I want to leave like screwdrivers and stuff in here just so I can come, grab it, bam, done. That's the plan. I know I'm spending a lot of money on this, but this isn't that much money, especially since these drills were on sale. Let's see if there's stuff I can put in there. There's this screwdriver, flathead. Put this one in there. This is the multi-head one. That'll be useful. Leveler, we don't use that much. Hammers are in here. Soldering stuff is in this one, which this is gonna make that tilt. These drawers, I don't know if you guys probably can't see what I'm doing. That will at least. These drawers, got all this. Stud finder, hot glue, Allen wrenches here that are super old and missing some, I think. Missing one. And this is Imperial. They don't even tell us. Oh, the sizes are inside. Okay. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't like Imperial measurements. But we need it. That's the unfortunate truth. This is to take out screws. I bought this and never used it. It's a giant punch for that reason also. I didn't never use that. I tried it. It never worked out. These are long drill bits. These wrenches, I don't like how these are stored in here, but right now this works perfectly fine. Drill bits. These are just actual like drill bits. This one, I don't know why I bought this one. Warrior trademark. So my drill, my Chicago electric drill is in here. That's why these are in here. Okay, you know what? Let's go to the gear closet and do some work in there. Since the title of this live stream is ended like 5 minutes in. Alright. Let me turn these lights on. Okay, some batteries I need to charge. This is just cleaning up right now. But let's talk a little bit, I guess. So my life is busy again. I am in, like I said earlier, I'm involved in the feature film project, and they've rented a lot of my stuff. I think most of the gear is my stuff. And you know what, let me set these to charge. These are the one that charges them longest. And I'm also running sound for that project, which oh, my ISO too high. Which I think when we first talked about it, he mentioned the pay, which isn't that much, but it's fine. I don't know if the pay's there anymore. Because he said something about sponsors screwing up, or it's a little troublesome. Which I understand. This isn't like the other case I had with a client where he mentioned sponsored as soon as he signed the agreement. This one is no agreement signed. It's just, hey, you want to make a movie with me? You know, yeah, we'll do it. So I need some cool people. These are like these folks live in the area, and I think they want to stay here. It seems like that, at least. And I don't know them well enough yet. The network I have, it's very few, and they don't exactly make movies, which I'm fine with. I kind of prefer not making a movie, but a lot of people here like to make movies. And the reason why I don't like making movies is usually there's no pay for it, which, you know, if you're running a business, you need money. And if there's no pay, then no one's going to want to work with you really for a long time. And some people, I don't know, they just don't want to pay people also. Because a lot of people don't see the value in movies, which is very true. Like, there really isn't any value. There's no profits, no margins or whatever in narrative work. That's why big studios always struggle. And that's why, like, y'all, all of you people out there complain about movies all the time. And that kind of makes studios not want to invest / risk making like a piece of art or something original, you know. Because if it doesn't make them money, then there's no reason why they would do it. So that's why I tell a lot of people this. They don't realize this until it's too late. But I tell them, like, when you do a job, like post-production type work for a feature film or something, and they're like, oh, they told me I'll get this much percentage for whatever money they get. And I tell them, like, don't ever do that. Don't ever agree on that, like, ever, unless you're the producer. Only producers do that. Because there's no promise that you're ever going to get paid. And there's one project that a buddy of mine is working on. That's what he told me. That's what the director told him. I told him, renegotiate. If you guys haven't signed any contracts, renegotiate for I need this much pay for this much amount of work during this time. You know, there are things like that like are so valuable in this industry that a lot of people don't know. You know, and I'd rather them discover it through people like me who have gone through it and don't want to see people go through it like again in that way, than actually go through and be like, dang it, you know, I spent all that work. Might be proud of the work too, and I got nothing. I got no money. You know? I'm considering bringing this to set. I was on set with them the other day. It was Friday, and they did a lot of night exterior stuff, and I just had a bunch of my stuff with me, right? I wasn't like planning for them to use it. Like I had my power station with me. I need to charge this battery. Forget it. I had, I just had my, I had my wedding stuff with me as well, and you know, we just kept grabbing stuff from my gear van. It wasn't that much stuff, but it was like enough. Like, do you happen to have a C-stand? And I'm like, I do. You know, it's like, hey, do you have like a small monitor we could just do instead of this giant one? Like, yes. So I just used my 5-inch that was on my gimbal, you know, and just powered it through my MPF. So I'm thinking about just grabbing some stuff and bringing it. Like, I don't think I need to bring V-mounts or anything, but I might, because nah, I don't want to interfere in the production. The follow focus they're using kept like screwing up on them. The director texted me Friday or Thursday night if I had follow focus. I was like, yeah. And what it was. And I didn't know why he wanted to ask that question, but maybe that was the reason, because it kept messing up on them. It would like not work, and then they go look at it and it is working. I don't know, just weird stuff like that, man. Just don't make sense. So this flathead screwdriver. So I had a Phillips screwdriver that was this brand, Walmart, or whatever brand it was. Might be Hyper Tough, I don't know. And the flathead was red, and the Phillips was blue. Or flathead is red, rather. And I had the system that you guys probably have seen, where my, the screwdrivers right here, all my tools, everything, my Allen wrenches are like hanging out like that. And I just grab it, which is great. I loved it. Since I moved here, now things are different, and I am not left-handed, and I feel like this side is gonna ruin a lot of my ergonomics. Over here, I used to do it. You guys probably can't see it at this point. I used to have the tools here. So I changed my magnet setup to this now. So all my tools are just laid out right here. I can do that. That wasn't supposed to happen. But I had these magnets on this wall here on the side, and these are hanging out like that, and I kind of had to like slowly rest it in there. This is kind of magnetic now, just so it doesn't fall. But I also feel like this is a little tight because I have my light stand here, you know, and even though like it did work well, the magnet idea wasn't solid enough. Like tools are easy to fall, you know. So I was like, I should just do it right here because like I don't block this area that much. This area was just completely blank, and I just grab it right there, bam, do it. But more about this, why I don't have the blue Phillips anymore. The blue Phillips for some reason was not the correct Phillips size. I think it was pH1. This is pH2, which is what I need for most stuff, right? pH1, like, I barely use that, dude. So, but I couldn't find a blue freaking Phillips screwdriver. And I was like, no, we'll just get Craftsman again. And I didn't want to buy kind of a not good quality one. So I just got this tool combo here, and now I have another flathead, and I have this proper Phillips now. So, but I can leave this in the van now. For a while, I just had two Phillips for no reason. But now I can put this in the car now. So I'm gonna leave this Phillips in the car. I mean, this flathead in the car, and then the Phillips I have in the car will be complete with that. Complete set. So, cool. But this is much quicker. Bam. Now when I'm like doing my gimbal stuff, obviously the gimbal is gigantic, right? Let me grab my camera just so you guys kind of see what I'm talking about. Not the gimbal, but let's just like say I'm rigging a camera up. Bam. I can just do that. If I need to flip around, take off the base plate, screwdriver right there. So it makes sense, you know? It makes sense. The rest of the tools I have here, obviously the scissors. So let's just go from left to right. The calipers, I used to have it up here, which like you can't really see it. I had a labeled caliper on the shelf, and it's kind of far reach, you know? But I was like, let's just leave it here because I use this a lot more than people might think. And then I have 3 of the most common Allen wrenches that we use for camera work, whatever it might be. 3/16, 5/32, and then we have a 3mm. Like, I hate how everything's not one standardized set. And then we have the flathead here, which is, you know, used the most. This Allen wrench and this flathead is used the most, and everyone knows that. Got the scissor, use the scissor a lot. Pliers, use once in a while. And this adjustable wrench was just laying around. I didn't want to put it in a toolbox, so I just stuck it here. I was like, who knows, I might need it. Of course, the Phillips. And this is Rhodes' little Allen wrench that's used to take off their shock mount systems. I don't know what size this is, and I just left it here because I was like, I might use that, who knows. So yeah, this little Allen wrench here that comes on this top handle is this size here. It's 3mm. So yep, I threw away like 99% of my Allen wrenches that came with like my rigging stuff, like small rig and all that. So just because I was like, why am I keeping this? But yeah, and on this side I've like changed a bit. This used to be over here. Put it over here just so I can have space for these. This one used to be right here. I put it over here just because, and this has all my SD cards in there. There's a little SD card holder, 3D printed. I hate the fact that all my SD card and micro SD cards are in here, and I'm going to change that. I'm printing like 3 more of these, so these can just live in these cases. So it'll be a lot better in that sense. This battery is fully charged. Of course it is, because it was charging all day yesterday. This WLOF case, I should have showed you guys. I threw it away though. It might still be in my trash can. It is. Okay. But I'm not gonna look for the actual capsule. So, let's talk about this real quick then. Let me see. I want to make sure you guys can see this because this is super small. Zoom up. So this is the WLOF Pro here. This is their first iteration of it. It only came in beige, which was really stupid in my opinion. It's like, if you want consumers to buy this, they want black because it's easy to hide. So, I'm sorry, man. I'm a terrible cameraman. So, I've been using this for weddings to mic up the brides, and it, you know, the material they have on this is not that strong. It's really soft, actually, and it can like, it's elastic, like it's very elasticy. So it stretches and it crumples up and stuff, and eventually it tore. It might be a little difficult to see there, but and then you can see all of the wires inside. But it's worked for like a year. I mean, it was still working before I tried to fix it, right? So let's talk about that. I tried to fix this, right? I was like, I could put a heat shrink over this, right? But if you know anything about heat shrink or wiring or anything like that, whatever end you're putting a heat shrink on has to be like of the size of this, as close as possible. And the only way I could fit this in was to get a little bit larger heat shrink, put it in, and try to do it, but it was too big. So it was like moving around. And I was like, okay, let's try using electric tape to keep it stay, right? But my electric tape, I think, is like expired, and it's just, it's not very sticky. It's sticky enough to like annoy you, but it doesn't stay very well either. And that didn't work, so I was like, all right, let's scrap this and pull it out, right? But then the heat shrink shrunk, right, obviously. And then because of the crumbles of these little, let me see if I can show it to you guys. These little, let me say, it looks like a knot almost right here. It wouldn't go through that. And I pulled a little bit hard, and then the capsule of the actual mic fell out of the soldering point. And I was like, oh, okay, it's broken now, because I don't know how to fix that. So this mic is broken, and I have to replace it. Let me grab my other one. I think I've showed it to you in a video to you guys. All right. The music's really quiet. I don't know if you guys can even hear it. It's like at negative 40 dB. If you know anything about audio, that's really quiet. So when I purchased this, I bought 2 of them, right? And they also was micro dot, which is super stupid in my opinion. So this other one here, this is actually like much cleaner sleeves, and the mic is still intact, and it's really nice still. But the micro dot actually popped off the actual encasing of this. So if you look from this one, The one on the right, let me get focused real quick. Zoom in. The one on the right is how it's supposed to look, micro dot. On the left is the one that's popped out. That's supposed to like go really far in. And this has just been, I put this on the side. I've been wanting to send it to Gotham Sound to fix it, but and to rewire it to maybe like 3.5 mil. But I don't think I want to do that anymore because first off, this is going to eventually happen, and then having a beige lav is not great, in my opinion. Especially if I want brides. If I want bride, I want it to be white, but I no longer have white lavs. So I might just scrap this also, which would be a huge waste because this can still be used in some way. But then, so the reason why I don't want to do it is because this microphone, if you just want to get the micro dot one, costs $50. And it's only black now. If you want the one that's wired for 3.5 mil, that's $100. So, and Gotham Sound, they charge $80 for the repairs or whatever changes it is. It doesn't really matter what it is, it's $80. So I would have to spend shipping costs it's probably like $5 to ship this over there. And then they email me, you know, like, hey, we could do it for this, whatever. And then they fix it, they send it back, and then that's like $85 to $90. And I was like, I could just buy a new one. Especially like I discovered a lot of bride dresses. Like, you see, I don't know what it's called, but it's not like, it's a little bit, it's not transparent, it's not see-through, whatever. But those parts are covered. Those aren't like, it's not like they're exposing the actual skin, you know. So this is trash. This is probably gonna be trash too. So I might just buy another WLoft Pro. Gotta get paid a little bit first though. Can't be spending money like this again. But I do need to buy it pretty quick. I would prefer to get the metering for the music is not even happening. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I prefer to get a white lav mic, but Deity doesn't make whites anymore, or beige anymore, or any other color besides from white. And also, I would prefer the B6s, Countryman B6, but that's like $300, $400 probably. And those are like out of stock. So that sucks, right? So I might just get Deity. And Deity's kind of, people might not think this, but Deity's kind of disrupting the lav market a little bit. Only a little. There are a lot of people who kind of dislike Deity. So like, I'm returning this product because of this, blah, 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 blah. I prefer using Electrosonics to WheezyCom. I'm like, if you are already using that, then why are you getting Deity? Deity is not designed for big, giant sets. It's designed for more the prosumer, you know, not the professional line of people. Okay. I think there's nothing else I need to do. Oh, let me cut holes in here. So, yeah, like, I think everyone has to realize that whatever line of work you do and the product you get, you have to make sure, like, it actually does kind of matter. Okay. I should do this another day, maybe. For some reason, cutting through tennis balls is pretty difficult. I don't want to stab myself, and I don't want to create a hole or slice any scratches on this tabletop. Let me cut this off. I mean, I should cut through this, but I have none. I could use the box, but we'll see. Oops. I was talking about products and the professional level. Yeah. I like 100% could have been a YouTuber in the product line of things, because I think I'm like really product oriented, inventory oriented, like mind thinking as well. And everything I do is kind of along those lines. My batteries, you know, I put down first charge this time, this year, which I'm gonna do that for the Flex. You know, I do stuff like that. I don't need 24. We'll just go 9 mil. No, we'll go 12. I like research products all the time too, you know. So 06. Nope, today's the 5th. Like if I worked in a store that like had this specialty of products, I would probably do very well. All right, let me go put this on the battery real quick. The new Flex batteries. Oh, my transfer's done. That's a little more important right now. Totally forgot about that. Holy crap. It's almost 2. Okay, so $247 gigs still. It's crazy. It's amazing how much audio like barely takes up space. All right, I need my hard drives. Right here. All right, this might take an hour. And I think that's perfect timing. All right, 247 gigs, about 40 minutes. All right. All right, the stickers onto the battery. But I'm gonna keep talking because I don't want to bore you guys. Oh, dude, this is done charging already. That is insane. That is insane. Where do I want to put the sticker? put the sticker right in the front. Right in the front. Stop charging you. What the heck? Oh. Oh, snap. My SSD fell. Oh, that's terrible. That's what fell. I heard it. That's terrible. Oh my God. Okay. Let's do this transfer again. Delete that. The USB connection sounds so close to my... I'm sorry y'all aren't seeing me right now, but the USB connection sounds so close to my Simply Safe door entry sound. But what I was gonna talk about is, so the reason why I bought these drills, aside from the fact I want to upgrade my drill, is so my cart, which is not in the studio unfortunately, I should have brought it. I was going to and load up C-stands and stuff, but I don't think I want to do that anymore. My cart, I should show it to you guys. But I have to unload all my flex stuff if I'm gonna do that. I've upgraded my cart where I put my C-stands in now, and the only thing left now I want to do is to store the arms for the C-stands. So Peter Mokri, I don't know if you guys watch his stuff. He has a grip cart that he shows, which is really cool the way he designed it. And my inspiration might be coming from him, where he has a little wood and these slot right through it and it stays in there. And I'm thinking about doing something similar like that. I just don't know how yet. So the drill is for that project, and I might have to get a circular saw. Now, technically, I don't need to buy all this stuff because my dad has all these tools already, but I don't want to keep bringing the cart back and forth to different locations. And the hassle of like finding the tools also. I just kind of want to build everything here. So I'm going to research a little bit and kind of figure out what I need, because I haven't bought a circular saw yet, just in case I don't need it, right? I might just drill it right into the plastic. I don't know. We'll see. But if I do that, which I might still do that, but I might still create another layer above that, just so I could still have shelf space to put stuff there in some way. So yeah, it's 2 o'clock. We've been streaming for an hour now. I don't know if there's anything else I need to do. Nothing to prep for this week aside from more sound stuff, which I can do all that at home. So I think tomorrow might be the only day that I come back to the office. I have a shoot tonight. I never mentioned that yet. I'm running sound for that feature film I was talking about. And the call time is 5 o'clock. And I think we're going to be spending all night shooting. So It might be the daytime by the time I come back. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. So what I need. So what I'm doing now. That's why I'm like prioritizing transferring stuff, footage. So I'm going to transfer footage. Then I'm going to bring that hard drive to, or SSD, to the office for the wedding person or the people there, the company I work for. And then I'm going to head to the location, which is probably an hour away from here. Let me check, dude. I better check that. From here might be an hour away. From the office is obviously a little bit less because I'm kind of traveling towards that direction. It's in Buffalo, Missouri. So, and it's kind of like in Buffalo, Missouri. It's not like it's in the outskirts too far. 55 minutes. So it'll probably just take 45 minutes from where I'm going, where I'm heading to the office in town. So, yeah. But I will over prepare a little bit for that. What music is this? What the heck? I can't hear the music very well because it's in the other room, but it's wild. But I don't know if there's anything else for me to do or need to do. Yeah. I wish I had a studio where I could just drive my van in here and then I could just do all the stuff I want to do. Because right now I could be like looking at possible mounting solutions and live streaming it too. But it's out in the parking lot here, and there's a store that a few doors down that is open and people come shop there. It's like I don't know, it's called something treasures. Antique? Not antique. Thrift store maybe? Who knows? And I don't want people to be like, what the hell is he doing? Because I already kind of get that look. Loading in gear and all that stuff, so. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream and I should be editing. That's what I should be doing. Okay, yeah. So, whoever came, thank you for watching. I know it wasn't exciting, but most of my streams aren't exciting anyways. And I'll see you guys next time.